The movie opens up with a young high school boy, Woo Kim Young, being bullied by his classmates on his way to school. The bullies beat Kim Young and even order him to buy them some snack. Kim Young is so helpless and afraid that he crawls through one of the bullies' legs and arrives at the nearest convenience store to buy the snacks as ordered. Surprisingly, when he reaches the school with the snack, he notices the bullies being punished by the head teacher. Soon, the head teacher calls out Kim Young and reveals to everyone that he's going to be transferred to a new school in Seoul. Hearing this, Kim Young feels a bit relieved and bids farewell to his classmate, hoping that he will have a better life in Seoul. In the next scene, Kim Young and his mother can be seen unpacking their belongings at their new apartment in Seoul. While doing so, a beautiful girl, Yeon Jin, bumps into Kim Young and welcomes his family to their neighborhood. Yeon Jin seems to be a decent girl, but due to some odd reasons, Kim Young does not like her and calls her ugly. Kim Young's mother hears him saying so and pushes him. She then has a small chat with Yeon Jin and learns that she is one of the toppers in her school. Despite this, Kim Young doesn't pay any attention to her and continues carrying his belongings towards his new apartment. The following day, Kim Young goes to his new high school and meets Yeon Jin. She forcefully takes a picture with him to send to his mother, as she is skeptical that her son has attended school. While he is busy with Yeon Jin, all of the boys suddenly start gathering around an elevator. Right then, a beautiful girl Park Hye-jin walks towards the elevator, followed by her friend Jang. As she is the most popular girl in school, the boys gather around her, but her friend Jang pushes everyone away, making way for her. Soon, Hye-jin enters the elevator with Jang, and Kim Young also somehow gets into the same elevator. There, Kim Young is instantly smitten by Hye-jin's charm and beauty. On the other hand, all the girls gather around to take a peek at the most handsome and popular male at the school, Won-ho. Soon, Hye-jin climbs down the stairs and meets Won-ho. The whole school thinks of them as the perfect couple. After seeing them together, Kim Young tries to walk away but is stopped by Jang, who accuses him of trying to be close to Hye-jin. Fortunately, Won-ho notices this and asks Jang to let Kim Young walk away. Later at night, while Kim Young is browsing on his laptop, he comes across a website that claims to sell trendy clothes at a reasonable price. Aiming to change his appearance, Kim Young asks his mother to buy some clothes from there, to which she complies. The next day, when Kim Young arrives at the school wearing his new clothes, he still gets bullied by a group of boys. One of the boys, named Chong-ju, takes him to a corner and urges him to hand over his wallet. Just then, Chong-ju realizes that they are wearing the same clothes. On further discussion, it turns out that they have bought the clothes from the same store, and that the clothes are fake. Enraged, Kim Young and Chong-ju visit the store and bang on the door after finding it to be closed. A while later, a strange man named Kim Nam-young arrives and opens the store. Both boys yell at Nam-young for providing them with counterfeit clothes and demand their money back. Hearing this, Nam-young takes the boys to the streets, where he is greeted by a large group of people who admire his sense of fashion. Seeing this, Kim Young asks Nam-young to teach him some rules of fashion and to be his teacher. Chong-ju also wants the same. Nam-young stares at the two for a while and eventually agrees to be their teacher. Following this, he starts teaching them about fashion and also makes them train their bodies like professional models. The scene then shifts to the school, where the students are informed that a fashion show event is going to be held soon. This excites everyone, and they start preparing for it. At the same time, the couple Hye-jin and Won-ho enter the school, leaving every student in awe of their hotness. Sadly, their effect doesn't last long, as Kim Young enters the school in his new appearance and haircut. In no time, the students gather around him and praise his sense of fashion. Hye-jin also seems to be impressed by Kim Young's fashion, which disturbs Won-ho. After some time, Kim Young is cleaning the classroom along with his classmate when he gets a message from an unknown number, asking him to come to the auditorium. Surprised by the message, he quickly arrives at the auditorium, but finds no one there. Just as he is about to leave, Hye-jin approaches him and invites him to her birthday party. She even gives him her number. Later at night, Kim Young arrives at Hye-jin's birthday party and finds out that he is the only male invited. He sings a beautiful song for Hye-jin and also gives her a birthday present. Later, before the two depart, Hye-jin kisses Kim Young and walks away. On the other hand, Won-ho takes a look at Hye-jin's social media profile and is shocked to find Kim Young's comments on her photo. Enraged, he opens Kim Young's profile and finds out about his previous school, and that he is currently working as a model for a fake brand. Wasting no time, he visits Nam-young's shop and finds Kim Young and Chung-ju working inside. He pretends to buy some clothes from the shop, but ends up insulting them for selling fake ones. Kim Young and Chung-ju get pissed when Won-ho throws the money on the floor and doesn't take any of the clothes home. In the following scene, while Nam-young is observing his newly designed clothes, 2 police officers enter the store and arrest him for selling fake clothes. When Kim Young and Chung-ju hear about this, they immediately rush to the police station. Later, one of the police officers informs him that Won-ho reported Nam-young in his shop. So, after getting released, Nam-young calls Won-ho to meet him on the building's rooftop. Following this, Won-ho meets Nam-young at the said location and agrees to compensate him for his loss. However, Nam-young gets enraged and punches Won-ho hard in the face. Unfortunately, Young, who had come there with Won-ho, attacks Nam-young and beats him badly, ultimately getting him admitted to the hospital. The next day at school, an angry Kim Young confronts Won-ho about why he attacked Nam-young. While the two are talking, all the students receive a video notification, including Kim Young. When he opens the video, he is embarrassed to find a clip of himself being bullied in his previous school. All the students watch this, and while some feel pity for Kim Young, most of them look at him as a loser. To make matters worse, Young arrives there and bullies Kim Young. Hae-jin also calls Kim Young a loser and walks away. Fed up with the bullying, Kim Young decides to get transferred to another school. But Chung-ju and Nam-young visit his house and make him understand that everything does not change by running away from it. They suggest he face the challenge and overcome it. After deliberating for a bit, Kim Young realizes that his friends are right and decides to stay at the same school. Later that day, Kim Young watches TV and learns about a fashion competition being held by the named Fashion King. He decides to take part in the competition after knowing that Won-ho will also take part in it. Immediately, he rushes to Nam-young and asks him to teach him modeling. Nam-young agrees, and the training starts right away. In the following scene, the Fashion King competition begins, and a lot of people participate in it. Kim Young and Won-ho easily pass the first round, where the organizers take the body measurements of the participants. Following this, the selected participants are asked to choose a pair of designer clothes for their second round within a limited time. Won-ho, having ample ideas about fashion, aces the round easily, while Kim Young struggles to even select his outfit. Nam-young secretly tries to assist Kim Young, but before Kim Young can understand anything, the time runs out, and he is compelled to select clothes at random. Despite this, when Kim Young walks out wearing his outfit, everyone is surprised to see his appearance. The judges believe that Kim Young has a unique sense of fashion and advance him to the next round. After the event, Kim Young goes straight to Nam-young's shop and waits for him to arrive. To his surprise, Yoon-jin arrives with her new look. This astounds Kim Young, and he runs out of words to describe her beauty. Moments later, Nam-young and Chung-ju also arrive there and celebrate Kim Young's selection for the next round. While the group is celebrating, a bunch of delegates from the Fashion King approach Kim Young and hand him a box containing an outfit that he has to wear in the next round. The scene then shifts to the competition, where the participants are asked to propose to a girl for a date, wearing the clothes that they were given previously. Won-ho and Kim Young become the only contestants who succeed in impressing the female model and are eventually selected for the final round. At the same time, they are informed that during the final round, they are supposed to exchange their most prized possession. Following the theme, Kim Young sends his school uniform to Won-ho, while Won-ho sends a little amount of money for Kim Young to buy clothes for the final round. After seeing the money, Kim Young and Nam-young decide to buy some second-hand clothes and sew them together to make a designer one. Chung-ju and Eugene also join in to help their friends. Later at night, when Kim Young returns to Nam-young's store, he finds his dress prepared, while everyone is asleep after an exhausting day of work. Kim Young puts on the dress and becomes ecstatic after realizing how meticulously Nam-young has prepared it. At the same time, Yoon-jin wakes up and compliments him for his attractive look. Here, Kim Young confesses his feelings for Yoon-jin and hugs her from behind. The next day is the final day of the competition, where Won-ho has already arrived at the venue, but Kim Young has not. All the staff members are worried for Kim Young, as he hasn't picked up any of their calls. On the other hand, Kim Young, who is desperately trying to reach the venue in time, gets robbed by an anonymous motorbike rider. The rider snatches Kim Young's bag containing his dress and drives away. Desperate to get his bag back, Kim Young lunges at the robber, but only manages to grab part of his bag. Hence, he gets dragged a long distance by the biker. Ultimately, he gets his bag back, but gets injured in the process. Despite his condition, Kim Young does not give up and limps towards the competition venue. Moments later, he arrives at the venue, where Won-ho has already commenced the program, as the committee cannot wait anymore for Kim Young. Luckily, Yoon-jin and Kim Young's mother find him resting at a place, heavily injured, and suggest he go to the hospital. Surprisingly, Kim Young refuses to go and rather mentions that he wants to participate in the competition. Seeing his determination and the pressure from the staff, Nam Young prepares a new dress right away, mentioning that the show must go on. In the last scene, Kim Young can be seen limping towards the stage, surrounded by other people. He then approaches Won-ho and returns him his money. With a look of surprise and guilt, Won-ho walks away from the stage, making way for Kim Young. After this, Kim Young walks onto the stage with full confidence, and the audience cheers for him. The movie ends with Kim Young being declared the Fashion King's winner and him telling himself that he is no longer a loser in life. Thanks for watching this recap. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next movie recap. Stay tuned for more exciting recap.